Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa. Today I'm going to be working on day 30 of my 100-day challenge. And I think I have something fun. It's also for my Fun Fantastic Friday, so this should hopefully be a fun, quick video. So what I have here are squares. Have you seen any of my other videos? You've seen that I have quite a bit of old scrapbooking stuff. So I have like these gold mines and things. So I have this, which is just a box full of, I've got squares, and these are like a deckled edge, and then I've got the ones that look like stamps that I'm using today, and then I've got these that have three-sided, a little bit of a sort of a deckled edge, but a little less. Just a lot. I'm not even sure if they came in this box or if I put them in there. I've had them so long, kind of reminds me of my circle stuff I have. But so today I'm going to work on some stamp stuff. So I've done a little bit of pre-doing so that can make this a nice, quick, easy video. A lot of this stuff is pretty similar to what everybody does in general. Now I know not everybody, well, most people are not going to have pre-cut squares that look like stamps. So there are the scissors that have the stamp edge, or you can use pinking shears to make the edge. You can also use a tear ruler with the jagged edge just to make it a little more jaggedy. This is there's definitely ways, and tons of ways to make stamps. So the reason I decided to make some stamps is I ran across in my one butterfly book these images of butterflies on the side. So I kind of thought I'd make a stamp collection of 6 butterflies, and then I have another collection of flowers. So they're pretty much all going to end up being the same theme, and then I'm going to glue them into my cluster books. So it's kind of like an all-over, hitting all the bells and whistles for it. All right, so what I'm going to use is I have some pre-torn text paper, and I've got these squares that I cut out of maps, a map that I found. I got that out of this Park Lane Maps Text and Ledgers book. It's really cool. It's got ledger paper in there. I got it at Joann's, and then it goes through a bunch of maps. And the map page that I'm using is, I just went by it, is this one. I figured it has a lot of the colors I'm using, the greens and the pinks and the oranges and the blues in there. So once it goes past all the maps that are on here, just a ton of maps, it starts going to collage ephemera, and then actual pieces you can cut out of like cards, postcards, things like that, and then just a ton of written stuff, fonts, texts, just a bunch of stuff. So this was a great resource. It is an 8x8 scrap pad from Joann Fabrics, and I'm pretty sure they still carry it. I didn't get it that long ago, so a very good resource. So that is where my text paper came from, something else, but that is where my map paper came from. So all right, so the first thing I did, which is just do the ink on the sides. And then I also thought that I would throw a little random ink across all of them with a stamp, just to give a little more interest. Because once this kind of went on there, even with the little paper and a butterfly, it still seemed a little plain. So I decided that I wanted to stamp it. Now I've got this big old stamp that is not cut apart. But I was thinking I can just kind of ink part of it and just throw that on there randomly, just to get a little bit of interest on the background, but nothing specific that you can tell what it is. All right. Okay. Yeah, that works. All right. So, the formula is going to be all the same for all these. I'm going to add to this. I'm going to add a little piece of the script paper. Then I'm going to add the butterfly, and I'm going to make sure I have them all, I have them sorted to which one I want to go with here. That one's going to go to that one, that one's going to go to that one, this one was going to go to that one, and that one's going to go to that one. Okay. Okay, so let's get the glue stick out, and we'll do a quick glue on this. I'm going to put that up here. And on the butterfly, I really, when I cut these out of the book, I fussy cut them very close to their line so that there wasn't much white showing. Oops. Oh my goodness gracious me. Oh, there. And then I'm going to take it and add it to on top of one of these. Move my book page out a little bit, my glue book out a little bit. I'm going to glue this down to this. It has an extra background. And like I said, then I'm going to go through after I do all these. I'm going to find a page that I want to say put this on, and I'm going to add it to my cluster books. So, but I'm going to wait till these are all done, so I can pick and choose the correct one instead of going through the book for it. So, all right. So there's the first one. All right. So let's just get a couple of these torn up. All right. Okay, let's do this guy next. Put that down just a little bit more. Oh, and then I have mini tags that I'm going to add afterwards for these. I almost forgot to show you. They're the Tim Holtz mini labels. I'm going to add one to each of these too. So I'm going to glue all these together first, and then we'll go through, and I've pre-selected some already that I'd like to have on there. I've picked all the same shape. So after I got these all glued, I'll figure out which one goes good on each one. So, all right. I mean, I can almost call this like almost like a mass make here. Once you got your stuff figured out, what you want to do, it really is a quick and easy project to kind of glue together. Now, if I wanted to put like a price on there, to like a stamp with 10 cents or something like that, we could also do that. But I don't think I'm gonna do that. For one reason, I don't have any number stamps yet. I guess I could write them, but then my handwriting is atrocious, so no one wants to see that. So I think we'll probably stick without. They're going to be stamps, but they're going to be like faux stamps. Okay, there you go. I'll turn that down, but I don't think I can. We got a storm a-brewing, but I think it's going to hit more north of us, so I am not too worried about it. Famous last words. About a week or so ago, we were in the basement with a storm that blew through, and a small tornado hit north of us, probably less than a mile. So we never take it for granted, storms in this area. If you ever go to my Etsy page, in my About You section, on the bottom, I explain how I got my Sunset Maple name. It was based on, a couple years ago, we had a derecho blow through the area, and we have 3 sunset maple trees in our backyard. They're the beautiful maples that have the reddish orange color in the fall. They're just gorgeous when they go through their fall leaves. But I digress. So during this derecho, it hit again about a mile away, but it was so strong that our middle maple, we have 3 in a row, the middle maple, one of the huge limbs cracked off and fell into our yard. Luckily, it's far enough away from our house that we didn't sustain any damage other than having to clean up after the tree. So my theory was, and this is right before I started my Etsy store and quit my job, and all due to that nasty little thing we had running around under quarantine, but that's another story for another day. I decided to name my store Sunset Maple because if that tree was strong enough to withstand the storm and still be standing after, then I am strong enough to do this journey of creating the Etsy store. So yeah, that is why I am Sunsetmaplestudio, in honor of my strong tree. So, okay, so there is my collection of butterfly stamps. Now let's find, I got my mini tags I have pulled here, and let's see what we want to put with what. Okay. All right, so probably a little color. That one maybe. That one. That one. With that one. And that one. I can live with those. Okay, let's get those glued down. Oops, I'm gonna just knock this a little bit tall. Kind of got a weird double line on top too. I think I'll get rid of. Might actually stick this one on top. Okay, all right, so there we go. See, I think let's put some more glue on there. I think I'll put that one on top too, so there's not just one that has a label on top. All right, so there is the stamp collection for butterflies. Okay, so we'll let those finish drying, and we'll do my flower ones, and then we'll get them in the book. Okay, so the flower ones are similar, oops, to how I did the So I already went through and, this is going to be for a different one. Went through and inked and did that giant stamp on there. And I'm going to do circle tags with those. I'm going to do the same background sheets and the same set of papers. So, all right, so since we have seen how I do this already, I think I'm going to speed the video up to the end to make it a little quicker. Okay. All right, so got a couple of these left. Be able to go in my scrap pile. Oh, I had one. I almost forgot. I had this one little guy with the bird. Let's just throw him since I got him. I originally was going to do a selection of birds too, but I really couldn't find enough tiny, tiny birds. So but since I have it, I might as well make it. Something I didn't do though was pull out a teeny tiny tag for that, so let's see, that's even big. The bird was just so big. I don't know if I have anything that's even remotely. I could do that. That is. That really is a little bottom heavy, but it's okay. All right, so get rid of that because I won't need that anymore. And one last backer. Okay, so there we are. We've got 6 butterflies. Whoops. 6 butterflies, 6 flowers, and 1 set of birds. All right, so I'm gonna shut the video off for a moment so I can clean this stuff off and get my cluster books so we can glue those on. So I will be right back. Okay, so I have my 7 cluster books. If you haven't seen these yet, I've got a couple videos up already how I made them and add some other stuff to them. So fun stuff. And we'll just start, I guess, with this first one. And I'm going to pick a probably a flower one and a bug one. And then I have there's 6 of each, so there's an extra book, so I might not put 1 of each, like I might miss one. And then I got the bird as a 7th one. So, all right, so I got tickets, labels, and those labels, and bottle caps. Well, I think maybe I wonder if the bottle caps would be fun, because they're kind of round. So maybe put the yellow one in there. I think these maybe need more of a solid background. So this might be the book that nothing goes in, because I'm gonna put them all on the, maybe let's hold off on this one. I might have to, or find something else to go behind it. So, but I think all of them have some sort of more solid one. Yeah, so that's got a burgundy and a green, but that's on that side. Okay. All right. Not batting 1,000 here, are we? Music, letters, clocks. I guess I did make all these Tim Holtz to be more busy. Okay. I have a green one and I have a burgundy on this one. Okay, so let's do 2 of these. All right, so I got a green one here. All right, so that would be fun. I'll put that, and maybe yellow, because I don't have to do 2 greens there. Okay. All right, so we got that stamp cluster, And then of butterflies, and then we'll get this stamp cluster, just leaving enough room in between to share them. Okay, and let's see. Can add to the burgundy. I think I kind of like that one. Yeah, it's got that in there. Oops. All right, let's put that one for the butterfly. Move it up. It's probably not even in camera. All right, so that with the butterfly, and pink flower. I like that one. Okay. All right, so which one is this one? This one is, okay, this is the texture one. So I've got wood tone. That would probably look nice with that. That's a good contender, wood tone. I got the bricks, white paneling. All right, so let's go with that one. I like that. Go with your first gut instinct, right? Oops. I guess it really wouldn't have mattered, would it have? Because when the time you cut it out, you just flip it back and it'll be correct. Okay, so one butterfly. And what else would look good with wood? You look okay with wood. One flower. Ooh, it's coming down raining. I like the purple flower on that one. Kind of gets washed out. I can come back to that one, maybe add something to it. I got two more to look through here. And 6 more to add, so. All right. Green flowers, white bricks. All right, I think I'll add that to this one. Let's see what this last one beholds. Oh, this is my brights. I bet I could find the rest for this one. Boom. Yep, might as well. Not gonna look further. Even though it is a pattern, which I was kind of avoiding, I think it's enough of a different color that it looks good. Really kind of makes that guy get kind of washed out. We'll put the green bird on the red paper. Why not? A little too. Have to need something tall and skinny there eventually. I like that one. Definitely like that one. Okay, so I got a blue butterfly and an orange butterfly. Strangely, I kind of like that one. Okay. Okay, so I just got to find a home for the orange butterfly. Yeah, I could do that. Okay. All right, well, this was fun. Added, what, 7, 14, 15 more clusters to my books. So, yeah, I like it. Definitely. Those guys there. So, beautiful. Okay. All right, well, that is going to be it for today. I hope you had some fun and learned something new with that. And as usual, I hope you have a wonderful and creative day. Thanks again. All right, the best part of a storm when it's over is the beautiful rainbow. I hope you enjoy it.